like track mode engaged.
Yeah.
Visors down. It's rapid down the straight. This video has been sponsored by Car Vertical. I'm sure you've heard me speak about Car Vertical before, but if you haven't, let me tell you. Car Vertical is an essential tool which helps you find an honest and true used car. It's available in over 25 countries, as I will be demonstrating in a moment, and for a small cost you will be provided with a comprehensive report of any certain car which you input on their system. It's really easy to use. All you've got to do is put in the reg number or the chassis number of the car you want to search, and it will scour through thousands of global data sources in order to compile all the information together into one report. We can see an example of a report I've just done here now on screen of a Mark 7 Golf GTI. Now this car is actually based in Poland, as I've found out from this report, and it has flagged up a few things which I want to show you. This is basically what you're greeted with once the report is done. You can see an overview at the top, basically summarizing the main factors of the report, whether it's been stolen or whether it's had any mileage rollbacks, whether it's had any financial legal status issues, and whether it's had any damage, which this has showed it has. And we're going to scroll straight down where we can be greeted with some crash auction photos, which is really handy to see because you can see the extent of the damage, and presumably this is how the car was presented before it was sold, repaired, and so on and so forth. You can see that it's mainly front end damage, just zooming into one of these photos here, and that is summarized lower down in the report as well, which I will show you. Moving down, we can see that it's clarified that the car has not been stolen in the past and that the mileage is all as it seems. Scrolling down, we can see, as I said, this car is based in Poland. You can see that it's been inspected in 2018 in Poland, therefore summarising that this is not just useful for cars based within the UK. It's actually been damaged 3 times, and we can see that summarised here. Moving down, we can actually see the sterling equivalent price of what it was last sold for, which is actually quite interesting to see. If you see a last selling price of something way below average, you can clearly see that the car has maybe been involved in an accident and sold for a really cheap price. And then moving down towards the bottom of the report, you can just see a bit of a spec overview about what it is that we've searched for, and also right at the bottom we have a timeline. This fairly obviously is a timeline of the car's history, from when it was manufactured to when it was first registered, and so on and so forth. As you can see, it's really thorough and gives you a whole load of information, including damage photos, something which you might not have known about. Say for example, you're buying this car and the owner says it's a really clean car. You do a check and realize that this has happened before. It's something that I would really advise anyone looking into and researching and doing a report if you're looking to buy a used car. I'll be honest, it's so hard nowadays to find a nice, honest used car, and with Car Vertical you can really find out if that is true. So you can get yourself a nice car rather than something like this, which has a little bit of history. By all means, if you guys want to go check it out and have a look for yourself, I will leave all the details down in the description. You can check out my code on screen as well to get yourself a nice little discount as well. Believe me, the last thing I want is for any of you to be caught out with a car like this. So check it out, let me know what you think, and hopefully the car you're looking to buy has a clean history. Hey guys, it's Luke here and welcome back to another video. Welcome back to Donnington Park today, and we're joined with a very familiar car to the channel. This is of course Connie's Mark 7 Golf GTI Clubsport, an awesome car running just over 500 horsepower, but of course we are here on track. It'd be good to catch up with Connie as well, which we'll do very shortly, because she has done some other modifications since that last video, which you guys have probably already seen on the channel already. But yeah, ultimately we're on track with Connie and her GTI Clubsport. Okay, we're joined once again with Connie. How are you? You all right?
Very well, thank you.
Good, good. You've obviously brought along the GTI today, as we mentioned. A couple of things have changed since the last video that we did, so we'll go through those in a moment. But obviously, as I said, we're here at Donnington. Your first time at Donnington?
First ever time at Donnington, second ever track day.
Yeah.
So still very much learning, very much an amateur, but absolutely loving it on the way.
Pretty good car to do it in as well. Very well set up car, as I'm sure you guys are aware if you saw the original video. You just got back from the Nürburgring as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was one of the best times of my whole entire life.
Oh, I'm glad it was. Now you got the bug. You'll be going back.
Oh yeah,
multiple times.
I think about it every single day. And I know that sounds really bad, but I think until you go there, you can't explain how good it is to someone until you've done it yourself, if that makes sense.
It's just, the atmosphere of the place. Just you can stand in one place and just see thousands of cars come past you.
Yeah, no, it's amazing.
But yeah, no, I bet this was good fun. But yeah, I mean, this car, for those of you who aren't really aware, it's essentially a 500 brake plus stage 3 car, which is pretty serious for a GTI as well, obviously front wheel drive. But we'll dive straight in. For those of you who didn't see the other video, we'll briefly run through what's on it, as well as the new bits as well. So take it away.
So we've got a Program Remer intake system. We've got a AirTech intercooler with big boost pipes. We've got a racing line catch tank, and then of course the Litco L480 hybrid turbo.
Absolutely, which is basically the main reason why this thing runs so much power, 506 to be exact, which is pretty lively. It was good fun on the country road, so I imagine it's going to be good fun here at Donnington. That's pretty much everything under the bonnet, isn't it?
Yes,
Moving around though, we have the first of the new things which is on the car, which is the brakes, aren't they? Yes,
so in the last video I was on the MK7 Clubsport brakes, so I've now gone to AP Racing 6-pot.
Nice,
Pad-wise I'm running SR21s, so they are incredibly strong, which takes a little bit of getting used to, but they're fantastic. I couldn't recommend those brakes anymore.
Did they go on just before the ring?
Yes, they did actually.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, and obviously the Pro Tracks that you got in it still as well?
Yeah, so we're just on Pro Track ones. These are 18-inch 8J ET45, exactly the same as they were in the last video. I'm actually not on spacers on the front anymore. Just when I went out to Nürburgring, I didn't want any rubbing or anything. Yeah. And we just run out of time to get it all sort of dialed in a little bit, so no spacers on the front. And then suspension-wise, I was on a KW Haskett, I think in the last video. So I'm now on YSR coilovers, just to stiffen everything up a little bit. But yeah, no, it's helped massively. Brakes have helped like hugely as well.
It's such an important thing, especially for a car which goes on track and everything like that.
Yes.
But yeah, obviously TCR vent on the bonnet as well, which is really cool. I still need to do it to mine.
Yeah, genuine TCR bonnet vent. Helps with cooling, but looks pretty at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely. And then exhaust-wise as well, that's the same as before. Scorpion, is it a turbo back or a cat back?
Sports cap.
Okay, oh yes, okay, so sports cap with a cat back from there. But yeah, this thing is properly set up and it's going to be cool to experience it out on track. We're here, like I said, at Donnington for the national layout today. And actually, spying into the pits, we have Connie's brother's car, Ed, which we have filmed a video of as well. That is already up on the channel. So cool to have both of them together, both murdered out GTIs.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a lot more track experience and he also knows what he's talking about a lot better than I do, but we're getting there.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you guys both run Sprogly Motorsport as well. It's obviously worth mentioning, and you can find all the links and details in the description below. Obviously, both cars set up by you guys.
Yeah, so most of the parts are obviously from Ed and I. Actual setup-wise, we've had massive amounts of help with, obviously. That's not from us, but part-wise,
Yeah, no, absolutely. But before we do hop in, we'll have a little peek inside, because of course that's pretty much exactly the same as it was before, isn't it? Really?
No, everything interior, sorry about the helmet. But yeah, no, everything interior wise is exactly the same.
Yeah, still got the infamous chunky steering wheel.
Yeah, we do. So sorry about that, guys. And then just the rear seat delete.
Nice, awesome. Yeah, this thing's going to be an absolute riot. So I think we'll get it fired up, get some heat in the engine, and go for a session.
Yeah, of course.
Right, track mode engaged. Visors down. It's so fast, this thing.
We don't worry about that.
brakes are good now.
Yeah, better than what they were.
You can stand on them.
If the car's doing that, it's just because of my tyres.
Yeah, that's
just
fine.
Need better tyres. Coming tighter there.
Down the straight.
Yes, get us on with it a bit.
C1's flying.
Yeah, for a novice they're doing all right. Well, I say for a novice, I am that novice. Steady. Could do with harnesses as well.
Yeah. Your second track day is not bad at all, I've got to say.
Do you not think?
Yeah, you're flying.
Oh, here we go. Ah.
Radical. There's some quick cars here today.
Yeah, there is.
Of absolute flyers, considering you've only done probably 15 laps of this place now, something like that, I would guess.
Yeah, about that.
Not bad at all. And then this car is so not that. I mean, this car is so quick though. Not gonna lie, I do feel a little bit ill actually.
It is quick, but obviously not compared to a lot of things. When I'm doing stuff like this, I could do stuff like this all day.
Yeah.
I really, really genuinely enjoy it, sorry. I've got a long way to go in regards to lines, breaking points. Like I know I've got a lot of learning to do, but it's just little bits at a time and I'm really, really enjoying it.
No, that's the main thing, isn't it? The fact that you're having fun with the car that you built, that's what it's all about.
How do you feel?
A little bit ill.
Do you actually? Oh, I'm so sorry.
No. I'm an okay passenger, but like out on track being thrown around a lot, naturally you're going to feel a little bit.
To be fair on you, I have to admit, because if I'm passengering this out on track, like when I just went out to do a couple of like test laps sort of thing, the brakes are so strong, so as a passenger it doesn't feel nice. Yeah,
no, the brakes are brilliant, to be fair. I know that obviously when we did the last video, we weren't stamping on the brakes because we were on the road, but you've got a lot of confidence in the brakes, which is so important really for a car which you're going to use on track a lot.
It's when if I knew I had better tyres, there wouldn't be so much movement.
Yeah. I suppose they're on the car the whole time. They're not like track only tyres, so they're probably a little bit worn as well, aren't they?
Yeah, a little bit.
That's it. But no, thank you for taking me out for a little session, making me feel ill.
Oh, that's no problem at all. For the second time.
Yeah, that's it. But as we come back into the pits, that is going to wrap things up. Of course, if you want to know more about the build, I will leave Connie's Instagram linked down below, as well as the details for Sproggley Motorsport for yourself and Ed. But for me today, that is it. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please do make sure you leave a like and make sure you subscribe for all the adventures still to come.